Live from Charlotte, North Carolina, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Hornets at the Time Warner Cable Arena. The Magic made a special trip here for one game back in Orlando for the next one. Right now, they're way down in the standings, just 12th place in the conference.
And during this streak, guys, one thing you can see on this team is that everybody's role is clearly defined. Every player knows exactly what's expected of them. All the pieces seem to be fitting together perfectly.
Yep, and there isn't a more confident team in the NBA right now. Believe me, none of the guys on that team think this winning streak has happened by accident.
A look at the Magic starting group. They've got Chris Middleton. Kawhi Leonard is out there with West. Then there's Dragic, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5, down low. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Just 3 to shoot from the corner. Beal can't get it to go. Here's Orlando now. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And they did just what they set out to do in that game. I mean, they were definitely the ones dictating pace, style, and tempo.
My guess, Greg, is it was an upbeat locker room after the game because I thought they really looked great.
West, the basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much, he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year. And for David West last season, the thought was he might increase his production with Paul George out, but the opposite happened. West suffered his lowest scoring output in a decade, only 12 points per game on 47% shooting. Rough showing for the former All-Star.
Curry against Dragic. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And that one's good. West has got 5 now. Well, Greg, getting back to West, even though his scoring was down, his playmaking was up. You were talking about that. Clark, 3.5 assists a game last season, by far the highest number of his career.
Yeah, one of the very best pros I've ever been around. He's very smart, he's tough, he's all about team, and, you know, he makes things happen. Impacts winning in a lot of ways, and those assist totals indicate that.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Outside Dragic. West a screen on Curry. It's Dragic with the drive. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
Orlando trailing here. Now Leonard. A 35-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Now here's West, and stolen by Kufis. And here we go. And here we go. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket. And guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer. It seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
Outside Dragic. He kicks to Valanciunas. Will it go? Beal pulls it in. Hornets leading by 4. Here's Curry. Finished off the break. Curry's got his first bucket in this one.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
It's Dragic with the drive. From 12 feet out, here's Valanciunas, and he banks in the layup.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
The Hornets have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Out to the right wing. Here's Warren. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Leonard. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
Rock hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you need.
And here is Curry. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Boston.
Yeah, and it just wasn't about the offense. I mean, he was racking up the steals and taking advantage of some sloppy play by the opponent.
Just 5 on the clock. Dragic with some nice D. The Magic trail by 4. There's a good screen. He dishes it to West. Koufos with the block. A fast break now for Charlotte. Here's Warren. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. The Magic have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Outside Dragic. Pass to Valanciunas. That's good. Valanciunas has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Hornets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ball game. Curry with it. Averaging 28 points a game, and it's not an easy feat for what this man does on the offensive end. Down low. Here's Koufos. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Koufos has got his 2nd basket.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Shot's good by Middleton.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And we can talk all we want about their passing, but from 3-point range, these point guards have been filling it up for the past month. Number 1, Steph Curry.
He is so exceptional from long range that it forces the defense out and really opens things up for him, which makes it easier for him to set up his teammates.
Well, he's a prime example of why being a top-notch 3-point shooter comes in handy for a point guard.
Smith checked in for Porzingis. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Orlando. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Scott Skiles. One player we discussed in detail is the young Bradley Beal. He said, I was a fan of his game from watching him at Florida. His combination of outside shooting and slashing make him a very tough cover. We're going to put pressure on him and try to take the ball out of his hands. And Kevin, Beal's such an intriguing talent. We'll see if he's able to put up some big numbers.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Back to Curry. Smith outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And the Hornets lead by 4.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Monroe with a screen on Curry. Dragic kicks to Monroe, and stolen by Kufis. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. No luck.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Outside Dragic. Monroe sets a screen for Dragic. Monroe's shot is good. Monroe's got his first points of the night.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well versed he is as a coach.
And the officials call a traveling violation.
Let's see where Charlotte sits right now in the league rankings. First in scoring, first in three-point field goal percentage. And they've also made their opponents pay for any mistakes. I mean, they've got the most points off turnovers in the league.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Powell, he's jacked in for Kufis. Winslow comes in for T.J. Warren, and Mack subbed in for Steph Curry. And Clifford in his third year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. And he's a Van Gundy disciple. Clark was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks.
Here's Smith after the made shot from Greg Monroe. Smith outside. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Bradley Beal. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Averaging 21 points per game, just over 2 steals and 3 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
Now here's Beal. Greg Monroe unable to get his shot to go. There's a screen. And the pass to Matt. Takes a 3. That's good. And the Hornets lead by 3.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here is Monroe. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
And so here's Charlotte. Greg Monroe unable to get his shot to go. Powell, that's good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Tries from 10, and the jumper falls for him.
Number 16.
Now, here is Smith. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Lots of room. And it comes off the front of the rim.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Hornets leading by 3. Pass to Mack. It's Beal on the wing. He's covered by Matthews. The 11-footer. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And that's now 6 points here for Beal.
Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low.
1:33 left in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Steps back and fires. Shot is no good. And Charlotte will come the other way.
And one thing we know about Justice Winslow, he is great on the big stage. He was amazing in the tournament for Duke a season ago, got better and better as he helped his school capture the national championship.
Now here is Smith, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
With Whip. With one game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look in the East. Taking a look at Charlotte, they're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And checking out Orlando. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And right now for the Magic, this has been a season I'm sure they'd like to forget. And luckily, they'll be able to do that soon enough.
You know, maybe they'd like to forget it, but there are lessons to take from it as well. I mean, the mistakes they've made this year can't be repeated if they want to get a taste of the postseason anytime soon.
And Orlando has possession. They trail by 7. There's the dish to Matthews. Feeds it to Monroe. One thing about Greg Monroe, he is a highly skilled big.
He really is. I love the fact that he can do so much. He can post you up, he can pop out and knock down the 15-footer. He's an outstanding passer, and at his size, those are skills that have served him and his teams well.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 41 seconds left in the first. Smith dishes to Powell. Kicks it to Beal. There's the pick. And it's Smith penetrating. Winslow's shot is off. The Magic trail by 5. Matthews left side. And too long on the shot.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Beal. Mack, the pass to Smith. Misses the wing J.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Charlotte up by 5. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball at a young age. Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but I'm not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking them when she beats them in a game of horse. Bradley's not only got a special J, but he's got a pretty good disposition too.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they've blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side out for them, the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah. Or handball.
Or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
They've got Winslow, J.R. Smith out there with Steph Curry. Then there's Koufos, and it's Porzingis in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Now here's Matthews. He had 10 points in the win against Milwaukee. That's good.
It's hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Orlando making some changes. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Monroe, and it's West in for Anthony Tolliver. The Magic shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
They set the pick. Curry with a wide open look. No good with the triple. The Magic trail by 4. Dishes it to Matthews. Picked his pocket. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Smith's got 7. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
Curry's shot is off.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
For Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Outside Matthews. Screened by Valanciunas. Matthews into the lane. Launches it. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Smith kicks to Curry. He feeds it to Winslow, expanding his range. Orlando grabs the miss. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. West, right side. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Smith against Matthews. Picked by West. Matthews into the lane. The shot is off. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Well, composure, execution, efficiency in a tight ball game is typically what's going to determine the winner.
Here is Matthews. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket. Back to Matthews. The 3. And the shot is good. Matthews has got 6 points in the quarter.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Now here's Curry. Not a lot of room. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. That free throw good from Porzingis. And he makes both free throws.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
And the Hornets making a change here. Warren's checked in. Orlando also making some changes. Leonard, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. Chris Middleton comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Dragic in for Houdini. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Porzingis. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his second personal foul.
The Hornets have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Kristaps Porzingis.
The first one falls. That one misses.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Now here's Dragic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Nice work there coming off the screen. And for Goran Dragic, so incredibly efficient on the offensive end over the last couple years, whether with Phoenix or Miami, he's really upped his game.
You know, Kevin, it took him a few years to kind of get comfortable in the NBA, much like the great Steve Nash who had his struggles early in his career. Now the game is kind of slowed down for him. He's not forcing as much, and it has certainly paid off.
Curry's shot is good.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Middleton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. The feed to West. Dragic against Curry. It's Dragic with the drive. Left side, Leonard. Shoots. And it's Curry with the rebound.
Talking about Dragic's newfound efficiency, he's shot over 50% from the field the past 3 years. I mean, impressive. That's a really high percentage for a point guard who plays so aggressively.
All right, Charlotte.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that have been the top offensive squad since the All-Star break. The Hornets, #1. 5th on the list, the Magic.
I'm not sure which of these teams has been better, Kevin, but I do know this. Both have been fantastic scorers of late.
The Machines checked in for West. The Magic trail by 11. Outside, Dragic. Valanciunas with a screen on Curry. There's the pick. Dragic dishes to Leonard. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 7th assist in the game. Hornets leading by 9. Smith kicks to Curry. Pass to Warren. Back to Curry. Down low. Here's Smith. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Smith's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hornets. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Leonard. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Middleton up top. No one near him. Here's Valanciunas. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now, here's Warren. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And for Stephen Curry, a value contract, but a growing list of endorsements. One of the top-selling jerseys in the league, a signature shoe deal. He's doing all right.
Yeah, I don't think he's worried about it. He's got a Bible quotation on his wrist that says, "Love never fails." And that's how he approaches the game, with a true love and faith that his hard work is going to pay off.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. The Magic trail by 11. Pass to the machine. Back to Dragic. Kicks it down to Middleton. Just 5 to shoot. Orlando moving the ball around. Pulls up. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, a bit over eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
Hornets leading by 11. There's the pass to Beal. Now Warren. He kicks it to Curry. There's a screen. 5 on the clock to the inside. Here's Powell. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Powell's got his second basket of the game.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Here's the machine. Outside Dragic. To the middle. Here's Tolliver. That one goes. Count it.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Curry against Dragic. Pass to Warren. Back to Curry. From downtown. No good. And Orlando the other way now.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And Middleton kicks to Valanciunas. Passes it to the machine. There's the 3. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Warren the pass to Curry. He dishes it to Warren. Back to Curry. Here's the 3. Again, Curry missing.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Now here's Middleton. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Tolliver the pass to the machine. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. It's off his leg, and the ref's saying he kicked it. Shelvin Max checked in for Curry. Now, here's Warren. Defended by Middleton. Porzingis lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Porzingis has got 7 points for the quarter.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Over these last 10 games on the Magic schedule, this is how they stack up right here. First in fewest turnovers per game. Second in field goal percentage. And they've also been extremely skilled in the art of the putback. Second chance points. I mean, they're ranked number 2 in that particular category.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
Here's the machine. Inside. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Here's Warren. The Magic getting the bucket. Can't capitalize on the good pick.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul.
Orlando shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Winslow's checked in for Charlotte. Matthews, he's checked in for Orlando. He hits both from the stripe.
Hitting your free throws is a good way to get back into it. It stops the clock and extends the game. I mean, you want to take advantage of that situation. And they're shooting much better from the line here in the second quarter. So far, they haven't missed one.
Mack, good. Mack's got 5 points so far.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And guys, Shelvin Mack, strong, good jump shot. More importantly, knows his role. Hasn't started that many games in his career, but maximizes his minutes when he's on the floor.
Just 4 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. And here's Winslow. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. Getting back to Shelvin Mack, he plays smart, values the basketball. Clark doesn't have tremendous vision, but stays composed and makes the solid play.
Yeah, very reliable rotational player for you as a combo guard. Bulls his way around the court. He can knock opponents off balance with that size, and he's a good shot maker, too.
And it's the Magic with the ball. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket. Here's Monroe. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Here's Mack. He has 5. They set the pick. And it's Beal in the corner. Shoots. They get the rebound. Powell. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Powell's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hornets. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Down low. Second chance shot. Matthews, no good.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Beal dishes to Mack. Now here's Winslow. He's covered by Matthews. Winslow with it. Good D by Matthews. And that concludes the first half. Hornets lead by 13. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Bradley, it certainly seemed to be a focus of this team to have a strong first half, which you did. Is this type of intensity something that coaches made a priority?
Yeah, most definitely. We want to hit them first. We weren't going to check any temperatures, as he said, so we were not going to just let guys do what they want to do. We're going to come out and be the aggressor, and we did that.
Well, you imposed your will, Bradley. Thanks for the time. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. Some nice stretches of basketball from them, and at one point, they pushed the lead up to 7. The second quarter got a lot more exciting for them as they were putting up big numbers and find themselves way out in front here at the half. Shaq, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Well, the shots were dropping for them. I mean, they was just dropping out of everywhere, dropping out the ceiling, dropping out the popcorn guy man's hand, whatever. It didn't matter what the defense was. They found a way to get a good look almost every time. They just got to be patient, take as long as they need to keep finding those high percentage shots.
And over to Kenny. How about what you saw from the Magic?
Well, they just didn't produce enough offense. I don't know if it's because they were expending so much energy on the defensive end, but clearly they have to take a look at this. What plays are we calling? And how can we improve that? And they have to do it fast, because if they don't, this game is going to run away from them.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
And Orlando has possession. It's a 13-point game. Here's who Scott Skiles is starting the second half with. Dragic is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's West. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Valanciunas in at the center. Leonard kicks to Valanciunas, and he goes in for the dunk.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And the basket by Curry.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
The Magic trail by 13. Dragic kicks it to West. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Well, the Hornets shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Leonard with the steal. One-on-one fast break. The dish to Middleton. Back to Leonard. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. From 10 feet out, and the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from Valanciunas.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Now here's Curry. He's got 9. Pass to Porzingis. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 8th assist here tonight.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Pick by West. Outside Leonard, feeds to West. Unloads from 13. That's good. West has got 9.
You know, looking around, he knew one of his teammates was going to be open when they hit him with that double team, and he took advantage.
It's stolen by West. Curry against Middleton. And West now top of the key. Now here's Dragic. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And the shot falls short this time. Hornets leading by 11. Now Beal. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Leonard with the steal. Kicks it to Valanciunas. With the fadeaway. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Valanciunas has got it back down to within single digits for the Magic. Kawhi Leonard with another great season last year earned his first. let's take this opportunity to show you the shooting guards with the highest percentage from the floor over the last month. Number 1, Chris Middleton.
And he is not a wasteful player. That much we've learned. I mean, he makes the most of the good looks he gets, and if it's not there, he's not going to force a bad shot.
Yeah, and he's efficient and he's intelligent in his shot selection. You're exactly right there, but don't take away from the fact that he's a tremendous pure shooter as well. Even when he's got a hand right in his face, I mean, he makes tough shots.
And, you know, for Leonard, you can add that Defensive Player of the Year award to his hardware list, and that puts him in elite company, one of only 3 players to win Defensive Player of the Year and Finals MVP. The other 2, Jordan and Olajuwon.
Now here's Curry. He's got 9, and that one's good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Leonard. Outside Dragic, picked by West. And Middleton kicks it to West. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Smith. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here's Beal. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And that one's good. 14 points for J.R. Smith.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Dragic against Curry. Dragic the pass to West. Dishes to Leonard. Back to West. Shot clock at 5. He feeds it to Valanciunas. The stupendous finish in traffic. Valanciunas has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Not a good idea to let him get such good position in the paint.
It's more than a bad idea. It's real trouble. I mean, he'll make that 10 out of 10 times.
And they've really come out of halftime with the eye of the tiger. Plenty of fire in their eyes and tremendous focus and intensity.
Here's Leonard. Valanciunas with a screen on Smith and stolen by Koufos. Leonard against Smith. There's the feed to Beal. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Beal's got 8 points.
And all of a sudden you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop and at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
Now here's Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Middleton on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's West. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And that's 18 points now for Valanciunas.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Right wing. They set the pick. Smith kicks to Curry. Outside for Beal. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Another shot. No good. Nice D from Valanciunas.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Back to Middleton. Down low. Here's West. Goes back up. And Valanciunas with the layup. Valanciunas has got 12 points here in the second half.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
There's the pass to Porzingis. He kicks it to Smith. There's the screen. Here's Curry with the three. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 5 assists tonight.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Now here's Dragic. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. West outside. And Valanciunas kicks to Middleton. Pass to Leonard. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. 17 points for J.R. Smith.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Dragic kicks it to West. The kick out to Dragic. Back to West. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. West has got 11 points.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
To the paint. Smith dishes to Curry. Passes it to Porzingis.
You know, guys, coaching in the NBA is not for the faint of heart. Very little job security. I mean, in essence, you get hired to be fired. Let's face it, it's hard to make a bunch of millionaires do what you tell them to when they might be around longer than you will.
Your Hornets shooting 2. Kristaps Porzingis.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Charlotte. Powell, he's checked in for Koufos. Winslow comes in for Smith. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Beal. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Monroe's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Harkless comes in for West. Matthews, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Houdini subbed in for Goran Dragic. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. The Magic trail by 16. There's the dish to Leonard. Screen by Monroe. Leonard the pass to Monroe. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 10 points for Greg Monroe.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Mack. He's got 5. There's the screen outside Curry. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Pass to Harkless. Leonard on the wing. Matthews, no one around him. The three-pointer, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. Wes Matthews, a hard-nosed player on the wing. Strong frame, and he really does put it to good use at both ends.
Here's Houdini. Outside Leonard. It's deflected, but they get it back. Here's Monroe. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Okay, with this break, let's run down the point guards with the most assists in the league in the past 10 games. Number 1, Steph Curry.
And he's been doing everything you want from that position, getting everyone involved, making sure the defense has to worry about all 5 guys on the court.
And he's been doing it better than any other point guard in the league. That assist total of his makes that perfectly clear. I mean, he's the best distributor in the game right now.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Speaking of Matthews' strength, he really gets into you defensively.
Yeah, he wants to make you feel him. I mean, very physical. And offensively, he likes to post up and back down weaker, smaller defenders. I mean, you give him that mismatch, he will attack it with vigor.
Warren's checked in for the Hornets. And the Magic making a change here as well. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Here's Mack. 5 points in the game. He dishes it to Warren. Winslow kicks to Curry. Another miss by Curry.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And here's Winslow. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hornets.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Shooting 2.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
He misses the free throw.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on
you. No luck that time either. The Magic trail by 12. Feeds it to Monroe. Wesley Matthews on the wing. A minute 50 left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. Mack grabs the miss.
He surprised him with the crossover, but just couldn't stay in control for the finish.
Here's Powell, covered by Monroe. Left side Curry. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Curry's got 12 now in this quarter.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Monroe dishes to Matthews. Tolliver, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw good from Tolliver. Hornets leading by 11. Curry kicks to Mack. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. To the left wing. Harkless with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Kicks it to Monroe. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 6th rebound on the night. Charlotte's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. That's good.
Guys, that time you went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Guarded by Curry. 16 seconds left to play here in the third. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Curry's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Dishes it to Warren. Offline with the baseline jumper. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Charlotte up by 15. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Here's Curry. We've got Kufis. Warren is out there with J.R. Smith. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Now here is Smith. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Smith. Smith's got 6 assists now in the game.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Dragic the pass to Monroe. Leonard draws the double. Monroe dishes to Middleton. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Charlotte leading by 16. And Beal kicks to Warren. Here's the screen. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Monroe. The Magic shooting well. They're at 45%. Leonard on the wing. Monroe sets a screen for Leonard, picked by West. Jumper off the screen. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his assist totals piling up, 11 now for him. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Over to the wing. Here's Smith. An easy 2 points on the layup. Smith's got 19 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Leonard. He feeds it to Dragic. Clock at 6. Goes up the baseline. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
And, of course, Dragic was traded to Miami last season, said he felt betrayed by the Suns front office, which spurred him wanting out of Phoenix and to South Florida.
Yeah, you know what? We'll never know the whole truth about that situation, but Dragic said they told him one thing with personnel and did something else.
And the Hornets making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. And a switcher also for Orlando. Valanciunas is checked in. And he's good on the second. Hornets leading by 15. Down low. Here's Smith. Orlando grabs the miss.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Beal. Great D that time from Leonard.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now here's Dragic. The feed to Valanciunas. Beal with the steal. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. The shot by Curry, no good. The Magic trail by 15. Dragic the pass to Valanciunas. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Beal dishes to Curry. Smith outside. Back to Curry, launches it. And the Hornets miss again. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. No good from Dragic.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
It's stolen by Curry. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Dragic kicks to Valanciunas. Power down with both hands.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Now here's Beal. And the pass to Porzingis. Smith kicks to Curry. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Nice shot by Porzingis. The Magic trail by 17. Left side, Leonard. Leonard draws the double. He kicks to West. The shot by Middleton, wide open. The shot's good on the assist by West. 8 points for Chris Middleton.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
On defense, Orlando. They trail by 14. To the inside. Charlotte moving the ball around. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Now here's Dragic. To the middle. 11 feet away. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Porzingis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Leonard with the steal. And that one's good.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Here's Beal. Outside Curry. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Curry against Dragic. To the left wing. West kicks to Valanciunas. The shot's good on the assist by West. West has got 3 assists now in this one.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
They get it again. Porzingis. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
At the line for your Hornets, shooting 2, Kristaps Porzingis.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. The Magic trail by 15. Outside Dragic. West a screen on Curry. And it's Dragic off the drive. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
Leonard on the wing, fires the three. Koufos grabs the miss. Koufos has got 4 rebounds now tonight. In the corner, Smith with it. There's a screen. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
And Kosta Koufos, an excellent rotation center. I mean, he gets after it on the inside. He'll give you some rebounds, can block some shots. He's made himself into a factor.
And Koufos not really a shooter, Clark. He does his damage around the rim.
Yeah, he really does. The former Buckeye is a great screen setter. He attacks the offensive glass, plays within himself, and knows his role, and he does it well.
Warren's checked in for J.R. Smith. Now here's Beal. Up top, Curry. Three-pointer. Goes back up. Oh, we're going to see an ejection here, guys. Oh, boy, that's his second flagrant one foul of the game. And that's going to do it.
I can't believe he wouldn't exercise more control. I mean, knowing he already had one flagrant foul, you can't be that reckless when you're on thin ice like he was.
Greg, after his first flagrant, you knew the officials were going to have their eyes on him the rest of the way, and now he'll be making the lonely walk, the walk of shame, back to the locker room. And Orlando making a change here. Harkless is checked in.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
That free throw good from Porzingis. He's perfect from the line this time. Harkless with the steal. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. It's stolen by Curry. Beal against Leonard. Now here's Beal. He's covered closely. They set the pick. Pass to Porzingis. Off the screen. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Porzingis has got 14 points here in the second half. Passes to Valanciunas. Back to Leonard. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Hornets leading by 16. Now here's Curry. Now Warren. It's Beal on the wing. Off the pick. And he nails the jumper.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Orlando's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Outside Leonard. Harkless with the screen for Leonard. Six to shoot. The dish to Middleton. Lets the three fly. Shot's good.
For three.
Here's Beal. Outside Curry. Pass to Beal. Puts up a three. And it's Dragic with the rebound. The Magic trail by 15. Here's Leonard. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. They get Stephen Curry.
Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
First free throw is good. Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay?
Huh.
So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, yes, huge. Leonard hits them both.
What a night so far for Leonard. He has 12 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
Now here's Beal. Outside Curry. 6 on the shot clock, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. 1 more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. That's good from Stephen Curry. No good on the second free throw. Beal up top, defended by Middleton. And here is Curry. He dishes it to Warren. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Curry. From deep 3-point range. Dragic with some nice D.
And sometimes he can hit that deep 3, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Here's Leonard. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Beal, the pass to Curry. Here's Porzingis. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Porzingis has got 16 here in the second half.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's been locked in from deep.
Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for the Magic. The Magic trail by 14.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Dragic. 1:51 left to play in the final quarter. Plays it up and banks it in.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now here's Curry. There's the pick. And the rejection by Leonard. Dragic with it. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Kicks it down to Middleton. The tray. No luck. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They led by as many as 18 points. Curry against Dragic. Now here's Beal. Clock at 6. Shot is off. Great D that time for Middleton. Orlando's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Hornets.
But they simply ran them off the court.
It was all about the transition game. Fast break points, the difference.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game will push their win total now up to 53.
And in this era of unparalleled parity, it takes a lot to sweep an opponent in 4 straight games. But that's exactly how they finished off their season series tonight against the Magic.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for Stephen Curry. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Charlotte making some changes. Powell, he's jacked in for Kufas. Smith comes in for Beal, and Shelvin Max subbed in for Steph Curry. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Maurice Harkless comes in for Leonard. The Machines checked in for Chris Middleton. And Houdini subbed in for Goran Dragic. There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Houdini. Here's Monroe. And good on the basket. Book it.
Greg Monroe.
27 seconds left in the game. And it's the Hornets with the ball. They lead by 11. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's a good screen. Powell dishes to Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Feeds it to Powell. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Machine. No good. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubt that they'd come out on top.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. This team really looked good tonight. What was the key out there?
I mean, our penetration was unbelievable tonight. Everybody was penetrating the ball. We weren't settling for jump shots and contested jumpers. And as long as we keep moving the ball, we'll be fine.
JR, appreciate the time as always. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. Is hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
He was in a groove tonight, Ernie, Kenny. He's getting in that playoff mode already. Perfect timing with the postseason approaching. He had it all going on the whole game.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular season contest. It has been a wild ride. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. Now the playoffs begin on 2K Sports. See you back for that.